Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Well, everyone, today you get me at Zero Dark 30. Welcome back to the show. We're going to talk about something I think that's really important. I do not want anyone to lose position in their head about what the hell is going on. I caught several, just going through social media, people complaining, whining, sniveling already about what's going on after the election. How soon they forget, and I have to give Uman some credit here. The 72-hour news cycle mentality is already on us. People forgetting what almost was. They've been unburdened by what once was, which was a massive Marxist, an incredible Marxist move to take our country and us as individuals down. That's what we were up against. I mean, what do you want? You want Trump? You want Kamala? Right? It's people now that are complaining about Trump. And they're probably the same type of voters that get mad about other things, the same type of people. You know, they find one thing to complain about instead of looking at the 10 good things that are happening. In any event, I just wanted a quick review of where we would be if Kamala Harris had won the election. If they could have pulled off their cheat, where would we be? Well, I tell you what, we would be up the creek without a fucking paddle already. Okay, number one, right, she wanted to come after guns. She was going to use executive authority. She told us that right away. Right, free speech, they were going to put an end to that. The media was just waiting for any victory, and they could call it a mandate. They could say that they have all the support of the American people, blah, 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 right? They come after us with that. Free speech, everything. And then, folks, we have been called the last 4 years. We have been called terrorists. We have been called every dirty, ridiculous left wing in the book, xenophobia, homophobia, Islamophobic. They have called us, in the political realm, fascists, Nazis, and of course, Trump is Hitler. They told us over the last 4 years, since Trump's last administration, that they want prison camps for us. They want concentration camps, re-education camps. Is that what we'd rather have than discussing who would best serve the American people in each cabinet position to try and destroy this disgusting anti-American machine? Right? I'm trying to keep a lot of perspective on what's happening. Right? Some of these people I don't know. Actually, a lot of them I don't know. A few of them I know a little bit about, but in all truth, I don't know any of them. I don't even know what Trump's real motives are. I just know what his stated motives are. You know, and same with Elon Musk. How much do I trust him? Well, about as far as I can kick him. Why is that? Well, because I don't really know him. I don't know what his real motives are. He seems to have the right motives. His stated motives are great. And so that's all we're left with. Right? The thing about Trump and Elon Musk and even Vivek is, well, they've got more money than they know what to do with. So there's really not an issue with money. They can be bought, I guess, but it would seem like anyone who's got FU money that they can do what they want, say what they want, and go where they want. And so why would they want to mess around in politics? Right? It's like wrestling pigs. Everyone gets down in the mud and starts throwing shit at each other. So where would we be with Kamala? You know, that's the big deal to me. They already had all of the apparatus in place, from the Attorney General's office to the FBI, the CIA, They're already in place. Like the IRS, the Postal Service, all these federal agencies that need to be dismantled, literally, and thrown away, literally, would just get more powerful and get more authority to do whatever they were told to do. There's one fella down in Naples, Florida, had his place raided, I believe, after the Trump win, the big Trump win, right? And he was raided by multiple agencies. It was the FBI and the IRS and a couple other agencies. It's like, wow, they don't just one of them go get you. They all get up and they all line up and come and get you. What a shit show, I tell you. If we were to be with Kamala, it would be terrible. She would see it as, well, the world bought all my shit. They accepted a candidate with zero stated policies and nothing but lies. Literally, the half the country was primed and ready to believe every stinking lie they were given by the media and the government. The other half of the country didn't believe a fucking word. I know it was a landslide in a lot of ways voting, but it was also scary as hell because we were just a matter of their administration, their cheating system, if you want to give it a more accurate name, to do its job. Folks, I tell you, if it was Kamala, we'd be doing and singing a whole different tune about holy shit, we're going to have all kinds of taxes. We're going to have many unconstitutional rules. I mean, as it is, we still have this weird thing going on up in Michigan where FEMA, which is supposed to be broke and can't help Americans, and the Carolinas and Tennessee have got enough money and they're putting on a huge exercise. And apparently, they're getting more and more equipment staged up there across 6 counties. It's unusual, Do I jump out of my skin and throw a giant fit? No, I'm not going to do that. But I can't trust these people. I mean, can you trust the federal government? Could you give them the keys to your car and feel okay? Well, yeah, it's just a car, just a car. But would you give them the keys to your house? Well, no, of course not. Right? If they went in the house, they'd take whatever they wanted. Yeah, we can count on that, right? They take whatever they wanted, and then they would plant listening bugs and devices and all kinds. You couldn't trust them in your house. Would you trust the federal government with your bank account? Hey, you've got authorization to go into my account. I'm going to trust you not to steal it. I mean, I know they can go in anytime they want and take our money, freeze your account. But do they have the authority? You see, that's the only thing stopping them is they don't have the authority if you're not a criminal. But if you just gave them access, could you trust them? My answer is hell no, you can't trust them. If Kamala was president, there'd be nothing about government we could trust or look forward to. So when I say we're looking at Trump and his government that he's putting together, his administration, his cabinet positions, his bureaucratic leadership, we've got one hell of a good chance of straightening a lot of problems out. The problem is having people with enough guts to get it done. And I think Matt Gaetz does as the Attorney General. The highest law enforcement in the land. Well, there's already resistance to that coming out of the Senate, as if they have a fucking say. And they do. They have a legitimate say. They're part of the reason. But why would they be against someone like Matt Gaetz? I'll tell you why. Because they're afraid. Fear, folks. Fear. Fear. You look at all the shit Merrick Garland has done that is off the hook, unconstitutional, and reprehensible. And then you wonder what they could object to Matt Gaetz for, because the Supreme Court will just shoot him down if he does something stupid. So will all the other district courts. Just because you are in that position doesn't mean you get to run the country. Interestingly, that's exactly what the Democrats and these rhinos would do. So once again, they project what they would do on everyone else. You know, just think about it, folks. Think about all the things Kamala would have done. I'll be glad we're in the position we're in to start and keep fighting. Semper Fi, y'all. See you soon.